There's nothing quite like a nice cold beer after a long day on the campaign trail. So I'm told anyway. And so the president thinks this is the president last night. He's, of course, on the bus tour, and it made an unexpected stop at a bar in Amherst. Shared a couple of pints with some of the patrons there. Beer was on tap, so he had a Miller Lite, and then he had a Bud Light in a bottle. And this is really not an unusual scene. Aw, the kissing. Sweet. We've actually seen a lot of politicians and citizens knocking back the cold ones. So for today's Political Pop, we decided to compile a recent history of beer and politics for you. Back in 2009, there was the Beer Summit. It was the president's idea of how to ease tension between a Harvard professor and the police officer that arrested him after a dispute over racial profiling. And then do you remember this? Hillary Clinton. Famously, is she going to shoot it? No, just a sip. A sip of Crown Royal whiskey back in 2008, but she did the chase with a nice Juggo light beer. Stein, a nice Stein, a light beer. Let's not forget the Republicans. Here's Rick Santorum, spotted dabbling in the hops, tasting a beer on the campaign trail a little earlier on this year. And then beer brought the United States and England together back in 2010. There's the president and Prime Minister David Cameron exchanging bottles of beer after the United States and England World Cup game ended in a tie. Looks like a really serious summit in Toronto, doesn't it? Wolf Blitzer joining me live now. I always love stories like that when you see them being a little more human than politician-like. You think we can see a little more of this? And maybe particularly when it comes to Mr. Romney? Maybe none?
Well, you know, he's not going to drink beer because he's a Mormon. No alcohol, no beer, no wine, no caffeine, no coffee, caffeine for that matter. So you're not going to see the beer summits with Mitt Romney if he's elected president of the United States. So he does have a lot of other moments. I traveled with him out in Iowa almost a year ago, I should say. And, you know, he liked peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, little cold drink with that.
What does he order? Does he have a milk? What does he have, a milk or a lemonade?
I could be wrong. I think he did have a glass of milk with his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which I love, too. I love a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I'm
glass
with
of skimmed milk, a glass of chocolate milk, regular milk. That's fine, but, you know, no beer for Mitt Romney.
Although I will say, Wolf, I'm not as partial to the peanut butter and jelly right now because I have a 5- and a 6-year-old, so I'm literally having the rest of what they don't eat every day. But we're going to see you on the Situation Room in just a couple of minutes. Wolf Blitzer, my friend.
You are indeed.
It's good to see you now. Have a great weekend, too. All right, Wolf.